was lost. I was terrified. Oh my God, what am I doing here? You know, and I was in transition again. Now I got to leave this job and I got to go do another job. And the job I had to do now was I had to work for myself. And I knew it was time for me to go work for myself.
Yeah.
And I was scared. Maybe I was 31 years old. I didn't have more than, 20 or 30,000 bucks.
Welcome to GrowRich. On this channel, we take a look at the mindsets people use to achieve financial wealth. In today's video, we're covering Grant Cardone. Cardone's net worth is reflective of his large real estate portfolio and his multiple businesses. His expertise has been used by numerous Fortune 500 companies and will continue to be for decades. His current net worth is $300 million, but will continue to climb. Here are some of the mindsets and strategies Cardone use. You gotta love to work. Cardone talks about his work being his life purpose. Even though he values the money, it's not what it is all about for him.
I mean, this is what I'm supposed to be. This is what I'm built to do. This is my purpose. This is my, I'm not happy with just making money or having cars. Look, I got one house. I have one car. None of that means anything to me. Like you don't see me collecting stuff. And so work has always been the thing. Like when I was 10, and I was 8 or 9, I guess, before my dad died, I was working with him. I remember that vividly. Work was something sacred with my dad. And I remember picking up pecans with him. It was like a treasured moment, a memory I have of work, of accomplishment, of this scurrying, hurrying, scampering, trying to pick stuff up and put it all in a bag, That's what I know how to do. I know how to work, man. I like to work. I like to work, whether it's a conference or a trip or we go down to Brazil, I want to work.
Stack up wins. Grant Cardone says that a huge part of making big money is stacking up successes. Getting wins will boost up your confidence, and with that, enables you to think bigger.
Mike told me something the other day in the hot box. He says, because he started thinking differently about some of the stuff I was saying to him. And I said, Mike, I know you blame, you think your success is what hurts you, but I guarantee you, if you look back, those first fights you were winning, everything brightened up in your life when you started winning in life. Hey, Grant, my grades got better.
He's got more confidence.
Dude, of course. He even learned better. I said, I don't learn from losses. I learn from successes, and then I try to repeat those things.
Do more of those things that are
and then
succeeding.
get the bucket gets bigger.
Yeah.
Right, the rim gets bigger. The field goal gets bigger. Right, everything gets bigger. It's easier to make the shot because I have the wins, and I think I feel so bad for people, particularly around money, that they never have the victories. Back to back, enough victories to be like, wow, what else could I do?
Don't waste money if you don't have enough. Whenever he wants something that is not a necessity, he has the rule that he needs to be able to buy 2 of them in cash.
When I say, look, if you want to buy a $50 million jet and write a check for it, then you need $100 million in the bank, and you need a lot more money coming. That bothers some people, because if you're going to go buy this watch, you need to be able to buy 2 of them. You need to buy it out of passive income, not earned income, not a speaking gig, and you need to know it was the dumbest fucking thing you could do. Well, that's the way I did this watch.
Think bigger and invest in yourself. According to Cardone, going from $30,000 to $100,000 takes the same amount of effort as going from $30,000 to $300,000. Also, how he talks about the importance of making investments into your business.
So,
What's the switch?
Like the switch is, if you try to go from 30, I'll just talk about myself, right? Like when I was trying to go from 30, and I remember when I was making 30 grand, when I tried to go from 30 to 100, I just ended up with all the same problems. It's like, okay, I'm making 30, let's say I'm making pies. I'm making pies and I'm making 30 pies. It's the same thing, by the way.
Yeah.
Same restrictions, a physical universe. I don't have enough time. I don't have enough dough. I don't have enough ovens. So the guy's like, I'm gonna go from 30 to 100. Well, you can't do that in the space you're in.
So you need a bigger space.
But you don't have the money for a bigger space. So the trick is to create a plan around going from 30 to 300, not 100. Because the people are trying to edge into it. I'm gonna go from 30 to 40, 40 to 50, 50 to 60. But what they should do is put a plan to go from 30 to 300. Because immediately you'll be like, I can't do it in my kitchen anymore.
Right.
I need more ovens. I need more money. I need help. Immediately it unlocks you from this budget, this mentality that trapped me so long from worrying about $80 for a lavalier mic.
Right.
Literally, dude, like I was so terrified. I damaged my throat and my lower intestines, okay? Because I didn't understand, dude, $80 isn't your problem.
Yeah.
I was that scared all the time. Like a lot of people see me as a super confident guy, but I've just been scared.
Just do it. This is advice most successful people give. Stop overthinking, stop talking, just start doing.
All the time.
Quit thinking.
Yeah.
Quit thinking, quit talking. Blah, 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 blah. Dude, just do that. Just whatever you think, the vomit that just came out that's twirling in your head, just do that.
And the ideas that people get hung up in.
Yeah, and you're going to find out,
planning,
dude, that's vomit.
Ideas.
Okay. Hey, I want to draw this thing blue. Draw it. Now look at it. It's terrible. Okay? Because until you know it's terrible, you're not going to change it. You're just going to run it around. Bang,
you may
bang,
think you may think it's going to be terrible, but until you know.
Or you're like, oh my God, I got this great idea. Alan out there. Hello. Taylor. Hello. Dude, do it.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you're like, oh, that didn't work. You know? And so that's the benefit I have. I mean, once you build the muscle that nobody talks about, it best is an ad, just do it.
Thank you for watching until the end. Check out one of our newest videos right here. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave us a like. That would be very much appreciated, and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more similar videos.